A very good morning to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me this morning. Now, I can tell you that Peter Obi have begun campaign for the ADC. Now, joining rufai yesterday, rufai was actually in Kaduna State doing a massive campaign. And a lot of us, I actually did a video where I showed snippets of that campaign yesterday. But I didn't show you how massive it was. We just saw a little bit of, reactions and everything and actions that played out in Kaduna State. And Peter Obi was actually in Anambra State also doing a very, very massive campaign for the ADC in the by-elections that is coming up very soon. I can tell you that, look, these guys are resolved in actually winning the crowd, winning the people, and letting the people know that, okay, we must actually get out of this mess. While we see some people looking for how to go and fight for their ambitions, going to go and see Tinubu in the secret. I'm going to be talking about that video much later, but something is actually happening. It's like they are now trying to give Peter Obi juicy offers in the APC. The Tinubu's led government, while attacking him physically, are going behind to say, okay, we have something to offer you. And Peter Obi have always said, look, they have been giving me offers and I've rejected it. I'm telling them clearly. And he used to say it very clearly. These are lucrative offers, but I've said no, it's about the people, and it must always be about the people. In fact, he has clearly stated that, look, anything that has to do with grab and snatch power, even to the coalition leaders, he's not interested. He's interested in seeing how Nigeria can work, how we can better the life of the people, and how we can remove people out of poverty, make education, compulsory and easy, and then heal. That is just the thing, because the people have really suffered different kind of ailment in the hands of the APC, that is a failed government. Now, I'm going to be starting this video with the whole juicy offers, the news about the offers that Peter Obi rejected. And then also after that, I will just come and then we'll talk about, I will show you what happened in the campaign, both in Anambra State, the Peter Obi's campaign, and then a real video of what, rufai is pulling. I can tell you that has created so much fear in the minds of the APC. I said it yesterday. I said these men are powerful men that control a good number of followers in the political space. Some of them have power in the north. I think we have not even started. We've seen Arigbe Shola in the southwest doing it massively. We've seen Peter Obi now just in a unit. Look at the massive crowd. Then imagine if he comes out to the whole Anambra State, what will happen? Now, quickly, let me dive you into what the offer was and what he rejected, and when I come back, we'll continue. Now the headline reads, Peter Obi rejects Tinubu's offer, declares he is not desperate but driven to make Nigeria work. Let us get into the details of the story. Now it reads, Peter Obi flew past temptation when he declined lucrative offers from President Tinubu's administration, stating plainly that his ambition isn't personal gain, but to see Nigeria thrive. He is refusing to settle, not scrambling. Obi acknowledged being open to a coalition if the terms align with his vision. I am not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, he declared, affirming his commitment over personal ambition. Obi made it clear that his involvement is contingent on substantive gain, not token titles. He reiterated willingness to honor a single-term deal and pass the baton if demanded by partners, but only within a framework that prioritizes national healing and equity. Rejection of Tinubu's overtures is symbolic, coming off an energized 2023 campaign that sparked Nigerian youth's vote. Obi refuses to dilute his Christ movement momentum with mere political bargaining. The message, integrity trumps expediency. His stance echoes past clarification that he never pledged to be vice president to anyone in 2027 and remains steadfast within the Labour Party, demanding sincerity from any would-be collaborators. Analysts interpret Obi's posture as a defining moment for Nigerian politics, a deviation from transactional alignment, which with hunger, poverty, and insecurity rampant, he insists leadership should rest on substance, not just symbolism. By turning down offers and refusing to be desperate, Peter Obi is taking a claim that leadership must be earned, anchored in reform, not concession. His rallying cry now is clear. Let's fix Nigeria, not playing musical chairs with power. Now, you've seen it, right? This is not the first time Peter Obi is actually saying that he's been granted really juicy offers by the Tinubu's administration and he declined. And I can tell you that as they are fighting him physically and they are fighting his businesses, fighting his family and all that and everybody that is attached to him, they are also still trying to see if they can penetrate him with more offers. Every time he comes to speak, he will come up with the thing now. Look, they are giving me more. They are actually giving me very, very juicy offers, telling me, okay, this is their stand. In fact, now they are even coming more harder with something much more better offers to him so that he can actually just, turn his back against the coalition and then drop the whole ambition and then align himself with the APC and look for. But Peter Obi is clearly stating that, look, politics is not about games now. It has to be about the people. And he's standing firm in that statement. If not, he would have collected and moved on. Let's get back to the video. Now, you've seen it, right? I have always maintained that Peter Obi is a very, very, very disciplined man. And if there is anything that makes me love him some more, is the fact that he has conquered the greed for money. You see this money, anybody will feel conquer and that person a good person. You see this thing about called money. If you feel conquer, because I can tell you that is what controls almost all the politicians in Nigeria. That is one thing they can't look past. That is one part of them. That is the biggest weakness of all politicians. Most of the politicians we have in Nigeria, that is their biggest weakness. So if you can conquer this thing as a politician, then you are an exceptional politician. Because we've seen those that have come out to say, oh, we are following the project of the new Nigeria. We are not going to in any way, be intimidated. We are not going to be in any way be bought. And at the end of the day, what happened? They were using them to destroy parties. In fact, it didn't take 2 minutes. The moment they gave them juicy offers, they forgot about anything. Promise that any kind of promise they made, and they collected it and they were there to destroy. God now exposed them. They are bullies and the likes. We've seen some of them that will throw their ambition to the wind just because there's an offer for ministerial appointment. They will come and collect it. We've seen thousands of them that have said, we will never ever be minister. APC is a cancer. And they are falling. The likes of Wiki. So don't think that if you see a politician that has conquered money, that is not interested in whatever you are willing to give him, and in fact he's using his own to better the life of people, that why won't people follow that kind of politician? Why won't he pull crowds? So for those of you that ask why we follow Peter Obi vehemently and why we follow Peter Obi with so much resolve, this is the reason. A man that have conquered greed, a man that have conquered the urge, in fact, a man that have conquered mammon, a man that will use his own to better the life of people, to show you that he don't really care about mundane things. His own is to see how the next person is able to feed well, is able to go to school, is able to be lifted out of poverty. That man is the one that everybody is supposed to be supporting. If you don't have any reason to support Peter Obi, this reason, because he coming every time and saying they are offering me juicy offers, I'm rejecting it. That's why they are fighting him. If you had collected those offers, you will just see everything will be quiet. They will not, because they know that if Peter Obi enters their camp with this followership, it's crazy. There is nobody that don't want Peter Obi now. Labour Party came out to say, well, we will expel him. Up till now, they never fit do amu. Nobody, everybody's clamoring for that man. Everybody's looking for a way the man will join his camp. Because they have seen a man that the organic followership is out of this world. Because we have seen a man that has discipline. We have seen a man that have integrity, character, competence, everything there is. In fact, I call him a political saint. Even as they fight coalition people now, the EFCC, they know if you call him name. Let me take you to the rally and everything that happened. And when I come back, we'll wrap this up. Now, this was Peter Obi campaigning yesterday for the ADC in the by-election that is about to take place in Anambra State. Now, the situation, you can see the massive crowd in that locality, how they are with him. Look at the family of the woman that is actually coming out for that by-election, the wife of the person that was actually murdered in Anambra State before the election and all that. Now, let me show you that to verify. Now, you've seen it, right? Forget about the shenanigans of the APC spokesperson and all those supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that are coming to make light this coalition and the ADC. It is because they are afraid. There is no time they grant an interview that they will come and speak about what Tinubu have been able to achieve. The first conversation is always the coalition. Peter Obi, the coalition, the ADC. Oh, these politicians were once in APC, so don't take them seriously. Oga. Some of them will come out and say, Peter Obi that said he wants to fight evil. These are the politicians that have been in government and they have dirty past. Why is he aligning with them? Even Jesus sat down in the midst of the Pharisees because he had something to learn too. And I love the way Peter Obi answered the question. He said, you need all these people because they are rooted in what the kind of politics that these people play. What are you saying? Inside the 12, there was Judas, but Jesus no push one. So don't come and tell us that. That is why I love the alignment of these people. Because we have those that are willing to play dirty if you are playing it dirty. We have those that are willing to play it clean. At the end of the day. My own prayer for the coalition, because you can see that it is widely accepted. It is widely accepted. Let nobody lie to you. The people are willing to accept anything that will take them out of this quagmire of the APC, the failures of this government. The APC has been a cancer that has destroyed the people. The people were looking for a savior. They never knew that the devil they knew was better than the angel they were about to bring in. And after bringing in the angel turned out to be the worst devil. Starting from the time of Buhari, the failure started, and then Tinubu came to complete it. Because we see criminalities every time. Now, before you know now, they say, is it Third Milan Bridge? They are about to use 3.9 trillion to fix it. Every administration that comes will use Third Milan Bridge to steal money. That is embezzlement. the bridge under the things that those pillars and everything, they are not strong. Something is wrong with that thing. So what it will be needed, I'm showing you, I'm pasting it up there, will be 3.9 or is it 3.6 trillion. You always lie to the people, try to convince them. That is what they do, and that is the more reason why we need a change. And they are afraid of the power. The campaign never started. This one I just test the waters. What rufai went to do there yesterday was there's a by-election going on that is about to go on in Kaduna State, and he went to support the ADC candidate. Peter Obi went to Anambra State for the by-election. He went to support the candidate, and then you can see the followership. So imagine when the real campaign starts, and these men are together going from one place to another. What will happen? It's going to be a tsunami, and they know it in their heart. It is the fear factor that is making them always talk about the coalition. When they say they are not going to talk about it, they will always come to talk about it. They are trying to discredit it. They are trying to win back the hearts of the people. They are believing in the illusion in their head is that, oh, the North is still for us. When they know in their hearts they have lost the North. So they are finding a way. That's why whenever the money that they actually brought out for projects and whatever it is, they secluded the southeast, south, and they secluded the southeast and the south. The north will get some share. In fact, the smaller share. Then the Yoruba people or the southwest will get the lion's share. They are doing everything in their power to make sure that they still buy the loyalties of the Northerners. But the Northerners are not willing to budge. At the end of the day, I hope they stamp their foot on the ground to the end and say, we've had enough. Let me drop it here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.